Welcome, Hearthstoners. It's Jester versus Season 6 with Grommash Meta Control. Just laddering up today and see where we can get. We're spinning the dial. I already have my Hunt the Hunter for the day, so I'm not going to be specifically targeting Rexxar. But let's see what ends up happening. We have a worthy opponent. And it is Rexxar. Well, I guess I can replace one of my old videos with this one since it'll be better sound quality. Well, during a Rexxar mulligan, you want to drop anything that's too expensive to cast. Keep all of your options open during the early game, like this Taskmaster, Armorsmith, and Execute. You also want to see what he does as far as mulliganing. That's not something that I've mentioned yet, but the cards that he puts away and decides to trade will let you know how strong his opening hand is, or at least how strong he thinks it is against your build. He's pretty past the turn. He's got to be at least somewhat understanding that this is a warrior control build, whether it be a low-cost minion-based value build or legend build. He really doesn't know, but he has to know that it's warrior control. We have two web spinners in play. An axe will take care of one of them, I'm sure. Let him go ahead and get a critter from it. Hope it's not a third Savannah. Savannahs really stink. You also want to remember which cards get put in their hand and where. Because that web spinner, well, granted, he didn't start off with an Angry Chicken in his deck. But if later on he casted a Highmane from it, and you watched the positioning of that card, you could assume that he had 3 in the deck as opposed to 2. Little tricks like that will help you along the way. We're going to kill the other web spinner, take care of the chicken with the Taskmaster. Apparently Angry Chickens don't like to work. We closed the gate already and made it hot for him. Let's load our catapult. There's no escape for you, sir. He plays tracking. Inefficient use of mana, but maybe he doesn't have anything else that is capable of using that mana. That's fine. We have 4. We can Armorsmith, armor up, and charge to the face. Now it's becoming a health race. You really want to keep as much health as you can up till turn 7 against Hunter, because Baron Geddon is just that strong against Rexxar. So try to keep as much health as you can, because you got to remember that Geddon hurts you too. There's an Undertaker and another Undertaker. I'm going to like slamming into one of those. And a Mad Scientist. We draw a Grommash. We're going to want to take out one of those Undertakers. And we'll leave that Scientist alone for now. Loatheb will keep our backs covered from a UTH Buzzard. But, yeah, those Undertakers can get out of hand, especially if he's playing an aggro build with Scientists and Leper Gnomes. There's an Owl. No more armor for us. We're going to have to get it another way. And his other web spinner minion is a Stealthed Panther. Ah, Belcher. That'll protect us well. Yeah, how best to efficiently trade into these? Well, we get the Belcher. Use Loatheb, trade the Owl for the Armorsmith, since the Armorsmith is now useless to us. And he has to deal with the Sludge Belcher. We're ahead on card count, so we're playing control. Not going aggro, not going to the face. Playing Samurai, not Berserker. Belcher dies. Replacement Slime. He injures his Panther, and sends Huffer on in. Our health is looking a little... there's Geddon. Just in time. Turn 7 mana Crystal Geddon. Beautiful. Well, what we're going to do is trigger that trap first, because I'm pretty sure it's explosive. Yes, it is. It's going to make sure that our Geddon doesn't end up with less health than 5. And then we'll clear the board. Now he has to play around Geddon. Granted, our health is a lot lower, but for the rest of the game now, until he destroys Geddon, which is very difficult to do without charge minions, he's got to deal with the possibility of Geddon taking the whole thing from him. I don't want to leave those 2 spiders left over to charge into Geddon and soften him up in case of a Hunter's Mark. So we're going to attack the spider and end the turn to clear his board again. Again, we did that because if Geddon had killed the Haunted Creeper, one of the Spectral Spiders paired up with the Hunter's Mark could have killed Geddon. And Geddon is again the star of the show here. Alright. Armor up. Slam him. Dustbite. Four to the dome. Charge with Geddon. End the turn and clear the board again. Geddon's strength in clearing the board every turn is just completely bonkers. I believe that he's dead, and I think he knows it. An arrow in defiance? Leroy? No, just a concession.